his 12th season, Isaiah Yeo becomes the first Panther to bring up 250 games in this, the 59th season of the Penrith Panthers. We're underway here. Cowboys at the northern end of Combank Stadium. Kick goes down to Clifford, and it's Jordan McLean who will bring it out. Runs into Moses Leota. Looking for first points. 6.5 gone. Here's Dearden out the back. 3-on-2. Drinkwater. Purdue. Good catch and pass in the tackle. And it's Murray Taulagi who plants it down and scores for the Cowboys. Leota plays it there. Comes back to Yeo now. Cleary holding it, looking for action. And here it is. Jenkins on the left wing. Chased by Clifford. Goes back inside. Casey McLean is there. Terrific play by the Panthers. Cleary again, showing it, straightening up and creating space on his outside. On the last play from Cole, it comes back to Cleary again. Grubbers looking for the upright. Tough one to handle. Sneaking through. Isaac Tungor is there. A grubber kick from Nathan Cleary that had eyes. Been out from half-time as Jenkins plays it. Pass there with Laurie. Was able to reel in. High contact, and that breaks the streak of 6 straight sets.
High contact, moderate force, on report, and it's in the middle.
This is a big blow for the Cowboys.
Another set of 6 here. Clifford looks out the back. Dearden is there. So is Drinkwater. He sees space, holds it up, gives it to Viliami Vailea, and short-handed, the Cowboys have scored 12 on 13.
Yeah, I think
what a beautiful shape there from the Cowboys.
Yeah, I think Dearden did well here, playing on both sides of the field. We were saying how good his attack was on the left. This time on the right, Drinkwater did well. He exploded onto the ball. It was a little bit too quick for the opposition.
Kenny finds Yeo. Cleary very quickly back on the left-hand side. 3-on-2. Intercept ball thrown by Cole. Derby is away. Here's McLean trying to get to him, reeling him in. Derby on the treadmill. They'll stop him. He fires the ball out the back, and the Panthers run 90 metres to save a try. Robson elements back from the sin bin. As now Garner gets through a hole. Lovely ball by Isaiah Yeo. He just held it up and put Garner through, and they do retake the lead. Dearden showing it. Finding Drinkwater. Grubbers. Here's Purdue. Gets a perfect bounce, and they have hit back.
Dearden's the first man.
Look out.
Purdue into the backfield, runs towards Dane Laurie. Good tackle by the fullback. One more play here for the Cowboys. Robson goes short side. Clifford puts it in the air. Vailea pushing through, taps it backwards to Robson. Finds Dearden. There's some hands out on this left-hand side. A kick by Dearden, and then reaching out. Isaac Tungor couldn't stop it. Taulagi got the bounce coming back to him and plants it down. It comes to Alamotti. Cole staying on his feet. It comes back to him there. Couldn't clean it up. He's not 100%. And then what a tackle by Cohen Hess on Nathan Cleary. Last play again for the Cowboys. Clifford this time. He's waiting on that one. Looking forward is Laurie, who takes it on the gallop. Taking it up against the sideline, though. Fires it back infield for Derby. He was into touch. Comes from Kenny to Smith, and now Schneider. He keeps it alive. Papali'i looking for more. McLean is there. Draws and passes. Hangs on to it instead. Bombs a gold-plated try. Kenny back to the middle. Smith. Cleary, here's a chance. Leota, Martin, Tungor, Alamotti for the corner. He reached out. It looked like he got it down. Was he still in play? The referee says yes.
Does he get it down? No, his foot's on the line.
We've got direct contact, moderate force on Murray. It's on report. It's in the bin.
Isaac Tungor sin-binned in the 79th minute.
Well,
and the Cowboys have won for the 2nd week in a row.
Ivan, there were plenty of positives to come out of tonight, but I can imagine you'd be frustrated with the missed opportunities and completing at 70%. That's not the standard that we're used to seeing from the Panthers.
Yeah, I'd agree. There was lots to go, lots of good stuff tonight. I thought the week was good, and but it's just sort of clear that we're not. That flow is not there, and some of the errors we're talking about are uncharacteristic, coming from various different players that just usually wouldn't do that. So, yeah, we're in sort of uncharted waters a little bit to some extent. So, we've all lost games and that, but it's clearly just the flow that you'd like. It just isn't quite there. So. Just got to keep, working at the, prioritising the things that we can control. I'm sure it will come and we'll be better for it.
Jack Cole didn't look like he was in a good way before he was taken off with a Category 2. Do you have an update on him and how he's doing?
Yeah, he failed his HIA test, so he won't be playing next week. So, but yeah.
When you talk about that flow, Ivan, what do you put it down to? That things just aren't quite connecting at the moment.
Yeah, look, there's a number of reasons for where we're probably at. Things that I know and things that I'm not sure. So, but we just have to, as I said, prioritise the things that we can control. There's some things that we can't, but there's plenty that we can. Fact is, like, we feel like we could win every game and probably could have. It's just, we're not sort of. It's not coming. What may have once come easily is not. We're making it look hard at the moment. So, that's pretty much how I'd sum it up.
So, when you talk about uncharted territory, how do you, as a coach, I guess, go about handling that? Like you say, it's pretty uncommon over the last few years to see the Panthers in this kind of a situation.
Yeah, well, fortunately, I've been in this position before, but not with this group. Well, actually, 6 years ago we were, but a lot of these players haven't been there. So it is sort of new for me too to kind of come from where we've been so used to winning. But it's, we've worked really hard over a long period of time to develop a winning culture at the Panthers, and winning cultures, they drill down on the stuff that we can control, and we've just got to find a way. That's my job as a coach, to try and coach better, trying to find a way to. There's so many factors that would go into this, and it's we're just sort of trying to come up with the answers, and that's what we're trying to do.
We're only 5 rounds in, Ivan, but when do you actually start to worry about the season slipping away?
I couldn't care less about the season slipping away, honestly. I have complete faith in this group and what we can do, what we can achieve. It's just we just need to get one of these, we just play well enough to get one of these wins. That's, I'm sure, is not far away. But like I said, each and every game we could have won. And you could say coulda, shoulda. We're just finding ways not to. So just got to, as I said, there's a bunch of things that we can control and things that I can control, and I've got to make sure that I'm working out what that is.
Nathan, you're out there. Can you put your finger on what's going wrong at the moment?
I think it's a number of things, but a lot of it just comes down to just losing little moments, and that eventually gets us behind on the scoreboard at the end of the day. So, unfortunately, those little moments at the moment are becoming big moments and, costing us. So, it's disappointing, but sort of as Dad touched on, it feels like we're in every game. But, just not doing enough to win at the moment.
It's a youngish group, Ivan. Sort of winning can be contagious, but losing, I guess, can be contagious as well a bit.
Yeah, it can be. Yeah, definitely. And that's probably where the uncharted waters comes in a bit. They're just, everyone's naturally sort of scratching their heads and, why is this happening? Why is that happening? And I just think, we need to be careful not to be, paralysing ourselves with this analysis. It's just, we've just got to, just keep working hard, and it'll. It is close. But
Is it like a
combinations and gelling kind of issue. Obviously, there's been changes to the squad continually because we're in the salary cap era. You obviously have to shed players. Like, is that what it comes down to? Or
yeah, that'd be one of the reasons that we can't control, or even changing personnel from week to week, and that's just something that's happened. But again, there are reasons for where we're at, but we've got to look to the future and make sure we can concentrate on what we actually can control, and just keep chipping away, just keep working at it. And I see, confidence comes and goes pretty quickly. So, I honestly feel like we're not far away. So we've got to take that with us and keep working hard at it.
If you lose Jack next week, are you worried you're going to lose either Tungo? He was placed on report there late and binned.
Yeah, I honestly didn't think that was that bad. I thought he was actually reaching around trying to make a tackle. He's like this far off the ground. That's how I honestly thought on that one. But I can't control that.
Dill's a chance of being back.
Yeah.
Take a squad as well.
Yeah, they'll be back. Yeah.
What about Mitch Keeney's shoulder? We saw him come on, helping to salvage the game there at the end. But is he a chance to miss any time?
Not sure. It's obviously it was bad enough for him to come off. So there's obviously something there, but he came back on, so that was good news. But yeah, we just have to see what happens. We'll have 17 guys next week, and we'll be going at it again.
Do you look to Blaze Salungi to potentially be one of those guys if Jack Cole's out?
Yes, definitely, potentially, yes.
Todd, you would be over the moon with the performance from your side tonight, but what about the defensive effort?
Yep, really pleased. I thought our guys scrapped and scrambled and defended their line for large chunks of time tonight. Back-to-back gritty wins. Thought last week was a big effort in really stifling conditions, and 6-day turn. Lost our captain game day. Just found a way and fought really hard. So I'm really happy and really proud of the lads.
Who stood up for you tonight?
I thought our bench did a really good job. I thought Sam McIntyre playing the amount of minutes he did was tidy. Got through a mountain of work, and then some big efforts late in the game. I thought Hesse's tackle on Cleary when he was about to kick, Jackson Purdue in the corner. So across the board, it was a real team effort, and just gritty and hard working.
You mentioned, losing one of your captains, Ruben. Can you give us an update on him?
He fell ill on Wednesday. We gave him up to 3 o'clock today, and he just wasn't right to play NRL. We're down here on a camp for the rest of this week. We go to Perth. Important that he gets himself right for next week. And Harry Edwards coming in the team, and I thought Harry was really strong too today.
The kind of win that can ripple into the next few weeks, hopefully, Todd. To come down here in Sydney, not always easy for Cowboys sides to win down here to beat four-time reigning premiers.
Yeah, I hope so. I thought last week into this week can build some confidence. You can see how much they care and they want to keep turning up for each other, so it's a good sign.
Can you talk to us about Jackson Purdue? Feels like the first month of the season he's just been in everything for you guys.
Yep, he's a pretty handy player. Kid's 19. I've always had a high opinion of him. He'll be at the club for a long time. He's a 5'8" by trade, so he's playing out of position essentially, and he's enjoying every minute of it. He enjoyed the pre-season, said he's learned a lot. Good kid, from a good family, from our pathway system. Just glad he's ours.
It's pretty special, Toddy, tonight to get that win. I know it's the Premiers, but they had everything to play for tonight, especially Isaiah's 250th. At the Cup away, you can't play what you were able to achieve.
Yeah, no, I might seem it, but I'm ecstatic. Then we had some things go against us at the end of the game. Some things that could have come back to bite us, but it didn't, and I'm happy that it didn't. But some missed calls that went against us in the swing of the game, which shouldn't have been missed.
Can I ask which ones?
2 high shots. We got one on Murray Tauralungi, one on Scott Drinkwater right in front of the sticks, right in front of the referee. One was right in front of the touch judge, and I thought Jake Clifford had tackled Nathan Cleary there just over halfway, and we got a little bit lucky in that regard.
There was an edict sent out about the sim bidding with the high shots. Was it fair on Reece Robson?
I can't disagree with that, but I thought there was a couple that we should have got as well. So just looking for consistency.
Tom, can we ask you about the shot that Cohen Hess put on Nathan Cleary? I don't know if you remember when the Panthers are sort of chasing points towards the end there, the old veteran comes and knocks him off his feet pretty clear there. It felt like you guys really went after the game physically tonight. Can you just talk about that moment and I guess that generally about wanting to sort of physically take it up to Panthers?
Yeah, I think it's something we were pretty keen on doing heading into the game, is you have to be physical against Penrith because that's how they play. And I thought Hesse was just, he has so much energy, and I think he always keeps his feet moving, and for him to make that play in that moment, like it gave the rest of the team so much energy, and thought it was a big play. And yeah, like if he doesn't get him there, like you don't know what happened. So yeah, it was a big play from Big Hess, and thought he's being really strong with his comeback from the injury.
Todd mentioned Jackson Purdue and the fact he's a 5'8" by trade. As a 5'8" yourself, what do you sort of see in his game that you admire?
Oh, I think he's just he's really smart about the game, and he knows what's in front of him, and he knows how to get the ball in a position to make a line break or create space for himself. And I've really enjoyed playing with him, and he's exciting because he's so skillful. He's got speed and he's got all the attributes, and he's a smart footballer that wants to learn as much as he can as well.
Tom, what's sort of changed in the last couple of weeks for the team to sort of find that grit and physicality that they showed against the Raiders and again tonight?
I thought we showed a bit of grit the week prior against the Broncos. We just didn't have the polish. Come up with some fundamentals at 12 all, and we were surging. We just kept at it and stuck together. Nothing's really changed. Bit of personnel, I guess. Bit of continuity in the football team we've been able to pick for 3 weeks in a row now. So it all counts. We've, I guess, got some new pieces to the machine, I guess, with our team from last year. So that was always going to take a little bit of time. I've got to give our club and the playing group a rap because we just held strong and kept turning up, getting our work done, and it's turned, and we just got to keep pushing forward.
So what about the man on your left and also Scott Drinkwater? They were both amazing in terms of playmaking today, just line break assists, attacking the line. What are your thoughts on them?
Both were really good for us. Thought they played fast. Thought they combined well. Scotty out the back, moving at the pace he does, and Tommy playing square can stop the line and really challenge good defensive teams. I'm glad they're in our team.
What about for yourself personally, Todd, like the last fortnight to get a couple wins? I mean, obviously, as a coach, losing games is never fun. Two back-to-back wins, so what's it do for you personally?
It makes life look through a different lens, there's no doubt. There are different moments in that first 3 weeks. You're questioning what you've done in the pre-season, you're questioning the messaging, but like I said, everyone stuck at it, stuck together, and that's what I'm proud of.
Do you feel like the boys vindicated that then, like the pre-season and the work you guys did?
Yep.